Good morning, afternoon, and evening, wherever you are, and welcome to Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah, we did all of our trailers. I'm joined, of course, I'm Cousin Cheeto, and I'm joined by the 69 aficionado, Gary Universe 69. How you doing, Gary?
I'm doing all right.
So we are now doing a trailer reaction to the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness trailer that just came out during the Super Bowl. That's going on still right now. So I'm excited to see this. Gary, I know you have seen this
Yep.
because you're watching the Super Bowl. I
Yep.
did watch this beforehand because I couldn't contain myself. I apologize. But we're all going to be in this together now. So with all that being said, I say, Gary, what do you think? Do you think we're going to get a good movie out of this one?
Hell yeah. I mean, if the advert, if the thingy is anything to go by, hell yeah.
All right. All right. Well, let's get into it. We'll watch it first and then we'll do a quick breakdown if that's okay.
Let's go.
As long as we're done by halftime, right?
Yep. Well, it's already half time, so.
Well, no, I mean like after
Every
halftime.
night, I dream the same dream.
There's something different on the cloak of levitation on the back. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
No idea what that is.
The nightmare begins. I did what I had to do to protect our world.
By the way, I think that's Avengers Tower, or what was Avengers Tower.
You opened the doorway between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it. Wanda, what do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right.
He was right.
I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
Here's the interesting bit.
We should tell him the truth. Things just got out of hand.
Yes, they did.
You break the rules. Look out!
Shimagora.
Become a hero. I do it. I become the enemy. It doesn't seem fair.
All
Oh, yeah.
right. So, Bossman, I mean, let's break it down from the beginning. First off, anything else you notice in this one that you didn't notice the first time around?
That there's apparently a cameo by Patrick Stewart. Apparently.
You didn't notice that the first time?
No.
Oh.
It's only somebody pointed it out to me that I noticed it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's a bad move. In my opinion, I feel like that's a bad move. That would have been an oh my fucking god moment if we found that out in the theater. So I kind of don't agree with that, but so there's a lot of talk about nightmares and dreams and stuff like that, and they say that the main villain of this movie is going to be Nightmare, so it makes sense. How Nightmare and the multiverse kind of crosses over into into the Multiverse of Madness, I don't know. I'm gonna kind of trust in Sam Raimi and Kevin Feige to kind of explain that into existence. So right here, you see a little bit different,
Yeah.
like that icon or whatever that is on his back. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's on the back of the Cloak of Levitation. So I didn't know if the Cloak of Levitation maybe like either needed a patch job or if it decided to get a little more stylish since Endgame. Wasn't sure. And we have this building here, which I'm not sure if there is any. It doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like the Sanctum Sanctorum. So I don't know.
But it could be in another universe. It could look like that.
I mean, maybe, yeah, it could be the end of a universe, or maybe it's like a Sanctorum on another universe, like
Mhm.
something like that. I don't know. So we got the Stairway to Heaven. So I don't know. There's going to be a lot of mindfuck stuff here, and if you want to say something about any, just stop me. Um, we got more. Oh, go ahead.
I like this war scene.
The what?
I like this war scene. Like some like is it Darbabu and his forces again? I don't know.
They're on. I think they're on some kind of like mountaintop, aren't they? Like I thought I saw a mountaintop.
Could be.
So this part here, I think that's American Chavez. Now I have no. I'm trying to find a good shot of her here. I had right here. So I have no idea what the heck this thing is.
It's one of the demons, I think.
Yeah, like I'm sure somebody in the comments will be like, "That's actually." I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie. And what does America Chavez had to do with any of this? Like, does she have ties in the Doctor Strange mythos? I don't know. Like, I
I
don't
don't
even know
know
what her
either.
powers are.
I don't know either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what their idea here is. Okay, so then we have Doctor Strange waking up in his mystical man cave, and I don't know, he's kind of got a bunch of stuff going on here in his room. So it's obviously uh, leaning into those dreams and nightmare things. The watch from the first movie.
Yeah.
And then we get the Marvel Studios logo. Strange is casting some kind of spell here. I'm sure this has something to do with the multiverse. Like all these different orbs represent a multiverse or universe or something. I don't know. I mean, it just seems like something like that would be what it was. What do you think it is, Gary? Do you have any idea, or you think it's the same thing?
I think it's the same thing. It could be like some sort of like entrapment spell. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's like pulling all this dark energy into whatever's on the ground there, because there was something glowing on the ground there. But and then he pulled everything to it. But I just thought he was doing some kind of multiversal magic or something. So here's the interesting part, and I might be wrong on this because I'm not a New York City aficionado. But isn't this building up here? Isn't that where Avengers Tower was? Like,
Yes.
and I mean, look, you see the little platform there?
Yeah. That was Avengers Towers. Yeah.
So what is it now? And is this even our New York? Like, what if they're in the Fox universe here and that's the Baxter building? Like, you know what I mean?
Could be.
So, I mean, we've got some, I think it is because isn't this right down here where all the trains come out, or the subway trains and stuff come out, or
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'm not really, as I said, I've been to New York once in my life. So
yeah. So I think that would be what Avengers Tower was, and that means okay, then that means that we have a um there's some kind of they don't give us any indication in this trailer. I'm sure they digitally took out whatever it is, whether it's a big 4 on the top, whether it's a big Oscorp, which we've already kind of established Oscorp is not a thing in the MCU, so I don't feel like it would be. It would have to be Four Freedoms Plaza, which is the Fantastic Four zone. So I did want to mention that. I don't know. There's more just talking between Strange and Wong, about don't do that spell or whatever it was. Sam Raimi, we know more multiversal disintegrating landscape. I never really got this whole disintegrating landscape stuff. I get it; it's supposed to be trippy and all out there, but it's like, is this a universe or is this like
I think it's spelled.
supposed to be what?
I think it's colliding universes. So it's some universe. It's colliding universes. So in some universes, those buildings don't exist or exist in the form that they currently are anyway.
Gotcha.
So I think that's what it is. It's reality rewriting itself. That's the way that Rachel McAdams. By the way, I can't believe she's in her 40s.
Yeah, she is. But yeah, Rachel McAdams is still in this thing. I don't know what they're gonna do with Rachel McAdams. I'm sorry, like I think we're past the point where every superhero has to have a love interest. You know what I mean? And that love interest.
No, but I think it's good that he has somebody that he trusts and relies upon, and maybe that she's the grounding for him, and maybe that she's the reason. As I said, like because like we've got with What If,
Yeah.
like yeah. So let's look at the next bit.
No, I agree. I don't know why. I don't know what she's gonna bring to the table here, and maybe something substantial. My problem is they didn't use her in the first movie very well at all for me, and I
No.
understand why. I'm not saying that but just the story didn't really call for a big name actress like Rachel McAdams to play that part. So now we get into the Wanda of it. There's her outfit from WandaVision at the end.
Yeah.
She's meditating. I'm guessing she's probably in the Sanctum Sanctorum at this point.
Yeah.
Because this is probably the beginning where when he first goes to visit her about the multiverse. And interestingly enough, she mentions that Vision had his theories on the multiverse and that it was dangerous and yada yada. So that's some great carryover. We'll also see more WandaVision carryover into this movie. Now so this is where, and maybe this is Karmatage. I don't know if this is Karmatage because it looks like a different area. Because Karmatage was in the middle of a city, wasn't it?
Yeah, but again, it could be a different reality. I mean, look, it's got that smoke thing, so that could be like, as I said, colliding reality sort of thing.
Yeah, and it could be, but I thought it was weird. You got the guys with the bow and arrows here and everything like that. So I don't know.
Well, as I said, like I like the fact that Sam Raimi's doing this. I mean, like the thing is that that's a weird career trajectory to go from Evil Dead to this.
Yeah, I know. And so we have a Minotaur, right? Is a Minotaur the one with the head and
yeah.
And then the low, it's like an upright ox or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, obviously there's some kind of shenanigans here with either magic or mythical creatures or another universe, as we keep on saying. No holds is barred right now. This could be any number of universes. And that black smoke just kind of comes over the whole whatever.
I love that mystery sort of thing. So yeah. So I love that image.
Yeah. So we have we've already seen this. It's like the submarine hatch leading into whatever this thing is. Has anyone ever has anyone ever said what this might be? Like
it could be the what was it that Loki with the variant thing?
You mean
could
like the TVA?
Yeah, it could be what's left of the TVA now.
Maybe you might be right on that. I don't know. I didn't think about that. We got Baron Mordo showing back up again.
Oh, Tutor for.
Yeah, I love him. I think he's great. I just don't want them to misuse him in this movie. That's my problem with this movie so far, is that there's so much going on here. I want it to be like a Civil War. I want it to be where they have all these characters, but they do a great job balancing everything. And the problem is and I trust Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige. So I'm hoping this doesn't just become just like a climactic, messy mess. More destruction of the city. We've already kind of seen this stuff already. This is the new little bit that we haven't seen yet. If I can bring it up. Doctor Strange gets put into some kind of restraints, which they look mechanical, but I'm sure they're probably magic based, but they are mechanical.
But I think that this is TVA stuff.
I do not. And I'll get into what I think it is in a minute.
Because I think the guy that's looking at him is going to be Kang.
Okay. So we have this here. We have the whatever this building is. I don't even know what this is. You got statues with weird wings and.
I think, as I said, I think this is the TVA.
But then you have Ultron robot or like Ultron looking robots.
Yeah, because look at that. Look at that stairway. That's definitely from the TVA.
I don't think so. Hold on. Okay, so we walk into this room, and then we get a very familiar voice right there, the side of his face, and that is, I'm sure, I heard it twice. It sounds like Patrick Stewart. So my thought is this is the Illuminati, which is the group in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's Iron Man, Doctor Strange. Well, in the comics, Doctor Strange, Professor X, Black Bolt, Reed Richards. There's other people, Namor, and I think that this is going to be the multiversal Illuminati, which is going to be Patrick Stewart from the Fox universe. Maybe I don't know who would be from maybe they want to recruit Doctor Strange, you know, from the MCU to come into the. I mean, maybe there's a whole nother Doctor Strange on that council,
Yeah.
but I feel like, and that's where I think we're also going to get our Tony Stark cameo, because you saw the Ultron robots. I think everyone's going to think, oh, it's Ultron, it's Ultron. I think it's going to be Tony Stark, but I
Okay.
think it's going to be a different universe as Tony Stark sitting on the Illuminati Council.
Okay, could be.
So, that's my big prevailing theory right now.
Enter a new dimension.
Ooh, yay. And I mean, more multiversal mind trippy shit. I mean, this is fine, but like, this is Strange and Chavez just kind of flying through. I mean, it looks like there's like a jungle scene in the back here. If you kind
Looks
of
like a dinosaur.
Oh, you're right. It does look like a dinosaur. It's sideways. Oh, and there's a Triceratops. You are absolutely correct.
So they could be going through, and I know this. I know you're going to say, "Oh, why say that?" It could be that they're going through. Oh, what's that? What's that place? Is it the Savage Lands? That's in the X-Men.
You might be 100% right. Look, in this movie, Boss Man, your apocalypse theories might be right.
No, but I mean, I think this could be the Savage Lands. Where
No, I agree.
So it'd be cool if it was, because then we get these things introduced and we can put them in films.
Well, maybe it's maybe it's the Fox universe and it's the Savage. They're traveling to the Fox universe and they get to the Savage Land in the Fox universe. You know what I mean?
Yep.
No, I mean, or there could be one in the MCU and we just haven't seen it yet. That's true too. We get more weirdo.
This is very weird.
Yeah, it kind of looks like he's turning. Like what? I don't know what they're doing.
It looks like it's falling to places. But hey,
yeah,
Hero Week, don't forget to tip your waitress.
Yeah, like I mean, he's turning into like, I don't know, like he looks like Peppa Pig or something. I mean, I don't even know. So more of Strange. So and then of course two Doctor Stranges here. So you have this Doctor. Yeah. That's our Doctor Strange and this Doctor Strange. I don't think everyone says that this is the Doctor Strange from What If. I don't think it is either. Yeah, I think it's a different Doctor Strange.
I think it's going to be from like maybe like, as I said, like Universe 35, where like he went down a different path.
Yeah,
he wants to take over the world.
Well, but I mean, if you see, I mean, out here, I mean, there's all those dark clouds again. So you're probably right. It's probably like, whatever is destroying all the universes and stuff like that, or whatever's, this is what's inside of it. I think like what's like like an Independence Day when the ships come out of the clouds, like that. I like whatever is in that cloud. I think that this is what's inside the cloud.
All right, cool.
So, so there he is again. Yeah, we know darkest timeline, whatever. So this person right here, I think that's a good shot. That's Captain Marvel. So I'm guessing she is on the council. The my theory, Illuminati Council, Captain Marvel might be on it, and you see her fighting against Wanda here. So here you see that where they're coming in and like Captain Marvel's coming in and Wanda blasts her, and then yada yada, more stuff, more bow and arrows. I mean, we get our first shot at. Well, no, this isn't our first shot at Shimagora. He's now where's he at? I don't know, man. You can't even see him. Doctor Strange. I'm guessing this is a Sanctum Sanctorum from another. In another look. I mean, look at all. I didn't even notice this during the both watches. Look at all that moss.
Yeah.
So this is but this is probably like an Earth where like all humanity has died, and then like maybe only the Sorcerer Supreme is alive.
Yeah, it could be.
But then who is this? Is this Stephen Strange or is this? He looks
He looks like him without a beard.
Yeah. But or it could be someone. I mean, it does look different enough. It could be somebody else. So, wonder if it's Peter Parker. Ooh, remember everyone's been clamoring for that Spider-Man Sorcerer Supreme.
Yep.
So Wanda and Strange get the little chatty. Here's our WandaVision crossover. This is the WandaVision house, I believe.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And there's Wanda. I guess that's maybe Wanda from another universe, and that's current Wanda. Maybe this is when she's like, maybe when she's meditating, she's going through like the different universes trying to find her kids.
Mm-hmm. Could be.
So, and then there's more, more Wanda, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we're kind of getting to the end here. There's America Chavez again. I don't know. I have to look more into what she's doing. That is Wong doing some whippy sorcerers. Oh, there's Shimagora right there. Just the big old eyeball. I don't know what this thing, but that Wong looks a little bit different. Look at that outfit he's wearing.
Yeah, it's like purple. Pretty cool.
So yeah, it's probably going to be like a different Wong, I think. This is
Strange.
Yeah.
I don't know. What these are, these are like, because they look like time rapes and stuff like that, for the DCU. So I don't know what they are going to be. Maybe like there's something to do with the multiverse. I don't know.
Yeah, but no, I mean these guys right here. I mean, you can, who knows? I mean, they're probably going to try to take Strange. And here is, I mean, it looks like Doctor Strange, but I think this is Nightmare.
Yeah, what would with the 8 arms and stuff like that? It could be.
Yeah, I think it's Nightmare. It's just like he's taken on like a Doctor Strange looking form, I think. Because it looks a little bit like Doctor Strange there with the with the blue and the red and everything. And now it might be like the darkest timeline Doctor Strange, but honestly, I mean, I figure this is probably just Nightmare. So and yeah, so we got our Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. So Gary, final thoughts. I know we've been going for a little while, but man, there's a lot to break down in this trailer.
I think this could be a very ambitious film. This is going to sound like I'm saying negative, but I don't mean it to sound the way it's probably going to come out. But only problem that I've got with this is that it could be cramming too much in, if that makes sense. That they want to do too much with one film. That's the only sort of like trepidation I have. I mean, it could be like a No Way Home where they do everything perfectly. But I just have a feeling there's something about this that things that they'll try and cram too much into one film. That's the only thing I've got a bit of a bad sense about. But apart from that, everything else looks great.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of my trepidation too with this one is that I when I started seeing all the names on this and all this, and all the rumors that were coming out, I kind of had the same thing. I was like this is kind of going to be a mess if they do this wrong. I mean, is it more ambitious than Civil War, you think? I think it is, because at least everything was in one universe. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, as I said, it'd be interesting if we just see like snapshots of those places, because then we could explore them in more films. But if they like stay in certain places for a long time, it might just feel a little bit congested. And that's what I mean. I want us to have snapshots of those places just so we get a sense of the multiverse being as vast as it is. But maybe we just have snapshots, like we have, like as I said, the Savage Lands, and then we have like maybe the Baxter Building, and then we have maybe like Doom's Palace and stuff like that. We have all these things. As I said, if at the end of it, we get like a good reveal of the Strange fighting himself and stuff like that as Nightmare, that could be quite cool. As I said, I trust Sam Raimi, because like usually he's pretty good with this sort of thing. Like, one of my favorite Sam Raimi films is actually a superhero film, which is Darkman, which is underrated as hell, I think. This, as I said, this is a really, really good film. I haven't done a really, really good trailer. I just hope it's a good film. I just have, as I said, the trepidations I have is it's going to be too full of stuff.
Yeah, and that's my big fear too. But I'm still stoked for this movie, even if it is crammed too full of stuff. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a lot of answers in regards to what the future of the MCU is going to be, because the multiverse has been the big question as to what's going to happen in the MCU. So, Gary, thank you very much for joining me. And I can't wait till May. I mean, it's going to be crazy, and it's going to be nuts trying to get tickets for this. But If you guys haven't already, and if you like this video, please consider subscribing to NerdTube. We are the greatest YouTube channel you've kind of maybe sort of heard of. I will catch you guys in the next one. Gary, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Catch you later.